Imagine this. You've worked your whole life for something. A home, not just four walls, but the place you poured sweat, time, and memories into. The smell of fresh wood from the deck you built by hand. The garden where your kids learned to walk. The small mailbox that carried birthday wishes from your family. Now picture someone else, the queen bee of your HOA, trying to steal it all from you while you're out of town. That was me. I never imagined that my peaceful home would become a battlefield where one entitled neighbor named Karen decided she could bend reality to her will. She had always been difficult. Fines for leaving the garbage bin out 10 minutes too long, notes taped to my door about the color of my curtains not being community compliant, and glares that could curdle milk. But this time, she went too far. I had to leave town for 2 weeks, business trip overseas. Before leaving, I made sure everything was in order. Mortgage paid, HOA dues paid, property taxes squared. Everything was fine. But in Karen's mind, my absence was an opportunity. From the first day I left, she began her campaign. She spread rumors around the neighborhood. He's abandoned the house. There's unpaid HOA dues. We're holding a board vote to put it into foreclosure. Foreclosure? For what? I was gone for 14 days. She had no paperwork, no authority, but she had one weapon: intimidation, and she wielded it like a sword. Karen pushed through an emergency HOA vote, illegal, of course, claiming I had violated the community occupancy requirement. Apparently, in her twisted version of the rules, if you're gone for more than 7 days, you've abandoned your property. Absurd, but she convinced a handful of her loyal followers. And then she planned the unthinkable: an auction. My house, my home, my life, up for bids. By sheer luck, my overseas trip ended early. Flight changes, project delays, call it fate. I came back 3 days earlier than expected. I landed late at night, exhausted, jet-lagged, dragging my suitcase across the driveway. That's when I saw it. A giant sign staked into my lawn. Property auction Saturday at noon. I froze. My jaw clenched, my blood boiled. At first, I thought it was a prank. But as I walked up the steps, I saw strangers, men in suits taking photos of my house, scribbling on clipboards, muttering about starting bids and investment potential. One man even had the audacity to smile and say, "Hey, buddy, you here for the open house too?" I dropped my bag right there on the porch. My voice cut like steel. "This is my house. Who the hell are you people?" Their smirks faded fast. And then came Karen. She strutted up in her pastel blazer, pearls glinting under the porch light, holding a folder stuffed with fake documents. "You're trespassing, sir. This property has been abandoned. The HOA has seized it. It's going to auction tomorrow." I swear my vision went red. "Abandoned?" I roared. "I was gone for 2 weeks. My bills are paid. My mortgage is current. You can't—" But she interrupted, waving her papers like they were holy scripture. "The board voted. The decision is final." When I refused to leave, Karen did what Karens do best. She dialed line 11. "Hello? Yes?" She shrieked into her phone loud enough for everyone to hear. "There's a man trespassing and threatening me. He's refusing to leave HOA property." I laughed bitterly. "HOA property? This is my deed." I stormed inside, grabbed my files, my tax receipts, my mortgage statements, slammed him on the porch table. When the cops pulled up, lights flashing, Karen turned on the waterworks. Tears, trembling hands pointing at me like I was a criminal. "Officer, he's dangerous. He broke into the house the HOA legally repossessed." The officers looked at her, then at me, then back at the documents. My voice was calm, controlled, rage frozen into ice. "Officers, this is my home. Here's the deed. Here are the payments. Here's my ID. I've been out of town on business. She tried to auction off my home without a court order. That's called fraud." One officer raised his brow. "Ma'am, can you explain this?" Karen stammered, her fake paper suddenly trembling. "Well, the board voted." The second officer cut her off. "Ma'am, HOA boards don't have the power to foreclose property without a court. This looks like a civil scam." Karen's face turned crimson. She tried to shout, but the officers weren't buying it. And then, oh, it was glorious. They cuffed her, right there on my lawn, for filing a false police report and attempted fraud. The auction was canceled. The investors scattered. And Karen, she spent the night in county jail. But I wasn't done. I filed a lawsuit. I exposed her fraudulent board vote. I gathered neighbors who had been harassed for years, fined over nonsense, bullied by her reign of terror. Together, we dismantled her little empire. The judge ruled in my favor. Not only did she lose her position as HOA president, she was fined personally, tens of thousands of dollars in damages. And the best part? She had to issue a public apology in front of the very neighbors she once controlled. Standing there, her voice shaking, she read aloud, "I abused my position. I attempted to defraud a homeowner. I am sorry." The same neighbors who once feared her now laughed openly. The queen bee was dethroned. As for me, I still live in my home. The garden still grows, the deck still creaks under the weight of summer barbecues. And every time I pass by the community board where her name used to be engraved in gold letters, I smile. Because no HOA tyrant, not even Karen, will ever take from me what I've built.
Another day, another HOA problem.